every day going to help?
Okay, so the next one is, here we go. Sometimes, you press the wrong button on your phone and then it just goes off. Okay, so the next one you said, to file receipts, is open the mail every day. And we've talked about this too, is getting just these paper can become so overwhelming.
Right, and again, opening 5 pieces of mail versus 30 pieces of mail at the end of the week or at the end of the month. And people are going to say, oh, Kristin, I don't have time to open my mail. I come in the house, everybody's running around trying to get everybody ready for sports or whatever. I don't have time to open it. Listen, if you can get to it by the end of the next day or even on a Friday if you can tackle all your mail. But what happens is when you put it off to the end of the week, now the pile's there and you're like, well, I'm just going to push it off till Monday. And you're going to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And that's when you're going to get overwhelmed by the mail and before you know it, it's going to take over your house. What comes in the mail every day? It's half of it's junk, some of it is bills, but handling it right away and having those great systems is going to allow you to process it and be done with it and not have to worry about it at the end of the week or the end of the month.
Okay.
Mini habit.
Mini habit. I like that. And keep a running shopping list. I love this idea. Just keep a tally. You can put it on the fridge.
Yeah.
What are suggestions you have?
So I have a shopping list for CVS and toiletries and things like that. That's an ongoing list. And as I need things, I add to it. And then when I go, I just grab the list. Have an ongoing food shopping list for the week. So that way, when you're getting ready to go food shopping on a Sunday, you're not going nuts thinking about what did you run out of this week.
Racking your brain.
It's all that mental clutter, getting that mental clutter out of your head and keeping these little running shopping lists. And it could be clothes too. You might have just run out of a black tank that you liked and you put it on your shopping list for that. Yeah. So when you're going shopping, you're not buying impulse items or what am I coming out here for? Again, it's that mental clutter. Getting rid of it. So have those little shopping lists of different areas different stores you shop at. So that way when you're ready to go, it's again, mini habit, just jot it down.
I like that too because, if you go to, say, Target, you go for one certain thing and then you come out. And we always say, I go to Target and I never end up spending less than $100 because
it happens.
You go to Target and you go for one thing and you come out with 4 shopping carts.
And I go in with a list and I still come out with 10 more items.
Because you can't help it, right?
Right. But at least if you have that list, you know you're not forgetting anything. Well, if you want to spend $100 more on whatever else you need, that's fine. But you're not running out of the store saying, oh my God, I forgot to get that. At least it's on the list that you need, and then whatever else you want to add to it is fine. But
at least it's on the list.
Yes.
And you've come prepared, and you can try to focus on
that.
Yes,
exactly.
And that's a good idea too, because you can keep it, whether that's on the fridge or if you're a digital person, you keep it just on the phone and the notepad on the phone. Yes. However that works out for you.
Wherever it works out better for you. Again, there's no right or wrong way. It's just however you're going to function, the system has to work for you and your family. Whatever the system is, as long as you're working with it, it'll be great. And it doesn't have to, your neighbor could be doing something different, and that's fine. But if everybody's working fine with the system, then that's where you want to go with
and
it.
They have apps too where your family you can all have shopping lists together, so your kids can be connected, like, Mom, I ran out of my toothpaste, and then whoever else adds in, like, oh, we're out of dental floss or something like that. I don't know, I'm on my tooth kick, but
yeah, perfect. No,
you know what I mean.
That's great. Having those lists in place is awesome, and always too, just think about, it's about efficiency and productivity. Again, it's not about making that space, or it doesn't have to be perfect. So many people are perfectionists and OCD that are disorganized, believe it or not. And what happens is when they have...
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, and they want that space to look so perfect that they're so focused on making it look perfect that they spend so much time on that one piece, then an hour's gone by and now they've burnt out and now they haven't gotten to the rest because they're trying to make that one piece look perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be that beautiful Martha Stewart organized wall. It's all about efficiency and productivity. How fast can you grab what you need and go about your day? So many people are so hard on themselves where in the OCD, they get stuck on that one thing where everything else gets pushed to the wayside, so none of these projects get done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so just focusing, don't worry about making it look perfect. Go back and make it look perfect after if you want to, once those systems are in place. But just focus on getting those systems and functioning first, and then you can go back and straighten and make it look like the beautiful piece you want it to be. But it's all about being efficient and productive.
That makes a lot of sense. And then the last thing you said is file papers in the moment. That goes along with the receipts and
it goes along. Yeah. So I have clients that have papers full. The flat filing tray, those horizontal trays are full of paper. And the thing is that we talk.
Sits there.
Yeah, and we talk about, and people will say, I'm too busy to file in the moment. Literally, if you have your filing system set up, it's going to take you less than 3 seconds to file it where it needs to go. And just think about on the back end, you're looking for a piece of paper now. You don't know where it is. You think it's in one pile, but it's in another pile. So now you've just wasted more time. Again, efficiency, productivity. How much time are you wasting looking for these things when if you could initially have filed it in the moment? And people say, I just don't have the time. I hear it all the time. I don't have time to get organized. Listen, if you take the time to get organized, you're going to have more free time. It really, it's so true, and I hear this all the time from my business clients too, that they just don't have the time to get organized. They have piles of paper all over their office. They're going nuts looking for things in those piles, and it's just, they're wasting time by not being organized. You have 3 hours in the day just to stop and get organized, and it's going to save you a ton of money, a ton of time, a ton of stress. And
well, even just doing it, you know, if you can't do it during the week, or you don't want to take that time during the week, just setting a weekend, a 3-hour weekend, or whatever your weekend time is, just making that big start.
Yeah.
And these are just such little chunks. If you start doing it every day, I've started trying to hang up my clothes at the end of every day, or like putting them in the laundry basket instead of just being like floor.
Yeah, because that's more at the end of the weekend on your days off that you're going to have to like pick all this stuff up.
Exactly.
So I try and get the kids on that, like the kids I work with too on that, because it's those little things, putting your clothes away. The hamper's right there. Why are you throwing the clothes on the floor? Like, just put them in the hamper. Little things that you have to stay on top of them on. Yeah. But even your kids, you can practice these mini habits with your kids. It's just a matter of hanging up their soccer bags or hanging up their dance bags when they come in. Little things like that. Putting their clothes in the hamper, putting something away when they take it out. Those are little mini habits you can work on with your kids.
And it all helps clear that clutter, like you said.
Yeah.
Physical and mental clutter.
Right, exactly.
Awesome.
Yes.
Kristin, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Molly.
All habits we can get into, especially those keys, because how many times do you lose a key?
Yes.
What I love is where you find the keys, right?
Yeah, they could be anywhere, honestly, because you can come in, they could be in the refrigerator.
They are. The refrigerator, where you find them. I have a place where I always put the keys where you find other people's keys.
Yeah.
That's always where it's interesting.
Yes.
I love that part. All right, so thank you so much for joining us.
I'll see you in a couple weeks.
It's been a good week,
Okay.
and we'll take a picture before you
All
go.
right, sure.
Have to put the pictures up.